Fair enough. I think all we're gonna do is review this and then, like, be done for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was personally gonna look at my Undertale game and figure out what I did right.
Okay.
Me when I thought
All
you
right.
said
Because,
Undertale.
Let's
oh
look.
yes,
I'm
I
going
play.
to
I bought to do my Undertale gameplay and figure out how to beat Sans.
how to beat Sans Undertale. Also, I swapped my personal stream to PC now,
Okay.
so it should also capture our talking
Cool. I
and
was
all
gonna
that
say
sort of stuff.
I also started recording just now the review because I forgot
Hmm.
that I have a better computer now and I can. My last one, if I tried to do virtual camera at the same time as a recording, it would shit itself like completely. Okay. I like that paint you gave me. That was very nice.
I always try to make sure to give at the start people paint. That's usually I'm if you pause,
Yeah.
usually that's what I notice I prioritize rather than getting cooler. I prioritize painting like painting for my team or painting the important areas
I
for my team,
appreciate that.
assisting my team. What that can mean though is painting for my team doesn't necessarily mean having optimal paint output, which can mean that I don't get cooler in time. And because of the nature of the weapon, I'm not going to be late by like half a second. I'm going to be late by 5 seconds,
Mm.
which is why sometimes I get like 30-minute cool or 30-second coolers
I
because I'm
see. I
just
see.
struggling to find the last bit of paint.
Yeah,
I
my
think.
first rain here was like my charge was like really close, and then I just couldn't get the little bit. Otherwise, I think I would have rained a little bit sooner
Okay.
Yeah.
when they first tried retaking. Like we still had take for a while.
Hmm.
I do
I don't
wanna.
know.
I wanna see who killed each specific.
Dude,
Is the pen here that I'm. Okay, so you gotta pick on the splash because I
because
think
they're being
me and
fucking stupid.
B. I think I like the route I took here more because I usually just go like straight up left with B, but instead I just went through mid and kind of left.
Hmm.
And first of all, it's easier for you to paint that for me. Second of all,
Hmm.
I kind of pinch with B instead of just trying to charge the same direction as them. So I'm gonna keep that as my start because that's a good adjustment
Hmm.
for me.
Okay.
And then I just wanted to chase people down here. That's my
Okay.
my goal on Mahi is like, can I just get close enough to spawn camp, but not because if I just sit there, it usually just result in my death.
We stopped this push, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got a crab. They pop it.
Ooh, I didn't realize that rain hit like almost all four. Okay.
nice.
Okay. So we killed it through crossfire.
The
The crab.
I didn't realize you were shooting at it. I shouldn't have
I
traded
was
it to be
also trying
honest.
to shoot at it from a distance.
But yeah, the rain hit it.
Yeah. Like I was also shooting it from the back. You could see my
Nice
shot.
back
Okay.
shots.
Back shots.
Nice picks there, denying them more space.
Yep. Caught out the guy on the right, and I was.
So I specifically sit here like that they're that they did a smart thing.
Hmm.
Um cuz like just get this thing cuz you were right like the wiper is here. I was kind of up here. So
Hmm.
my thought was
I
like, well,
feel
I'm
like
not
I
going to
was
just
a little too far.
I mean, you were
But
fine
I
where you were.
really,
You it's not your job
yeah.
to like this is about to sound really weird. I was gonna say it's not about you, but like that's more so. It's not your responsibility here. Like you're what you're doing is fine. It's more so like I was here. I knew like okay, I'm not gonna just go right in front of the wiper and just get like killed by its
Hmm.
stamp. I'm gonna wait for it to try to do something, and then I can respond in turn.
Okay.
That's not the right.
If that was your plan, then I should have ignored it and
Uh,
made myself bait.
Well, that's the thing
Nah, never mind.
is it saw how we were responding easily,
Hmm.
like, and that's the thing with like something like Ultra Stamp is you can't try to like you can't try to move at it even if you think you have like the back angle on it. It's really
Hmm.
like you have to for I think for me and B mainly, it's like we kind of have to be ready to shark it out. Like we have to ambush it. We can't or you just shred through it. But me and B don't have those kinds of weapons. But
Yeah.
because what they do here is because me and B come to respond, which is why I said in the like in the home in the heat of the moment, I was like, okay, that was smart. They baited us because instead of going for you, they were like, I see someone, time to curve, and
Hmm.
then they follow through and just continue, and they get me too.
Mm.
Like it was just a really good read on their part, and it was a little bit me and B being over defensive because you're right. I don't think you should have ignored it, but we shouldn't have like tried so hard to protect you because
Okay.
it just wasn't needed. It was not needed.
Okay.
Okay, that's a better color.
Yeah.
Because that like once that happened, then it was like okay, we lost this. Like
Yep.
at that point, I think it would have been fine for AJ to just jump out and just completely abandon ship.
They
Um,
don't need to jump per se, because just because we lost that doesn't mean we should. Okay, I'm of the mentality of bite and hold as much as you can, or rather,
I
okay.
well, I definitely normally am, and I kind of am in this situation too. But the issue
Hmm.
is we don't have this either. Like, I
Oh,
don't know
that's
if
right.
y'all saw that thing about how it was like a heuristic for thinking about enemy positioning and how you can liken it
Hmm.
to like a fluid.
Hmm.
For us specifically, like we were able to flow through here pretty well. That was kind of us as
Yeah.
a viscous liquid. Once this got plugged up, we didn't have anything to fall back to. Like that was plugged
Yeah,
up,
that's true.
and then
Okay, no.
this was our area to flow through. AJ at this
Yeah, and that
point,
got cut off.
yeah, like AJ at this point, it's not that they were wrong for just existing here. It's more so like we should have been like AJ, you fucking abandon ship right now because you have nothing, you have nothing to work with. You have literally zero.
Hmm.
Or that's like a Esper knows to have painted this a shit ton already, which I mean that's hindsight a million.
I don't think I should have,
I
because
think in that situation, no matter what I did, I was going to die.
That's what I'm
Because the
saying.
pencil was already watching me.
I would have
Even
been fine if
abandoning
you
ship,
just
I think the
jumped.
pencil would have gotten me.
yeah, no, I think
But I mean,
jumping out would have been the best thing to do then.
as soon as me and B died, I wish I would have just yelled like AJ jump right now
Hmm.
Okay.
because there's ample time.
I also don't know if it would have been reasonable for me to paint
Or
that. So
that
it's
hammer might have got me after you guys died, because I think it would have seen me jumping and go for me.
It's a worthy risk though. Like I say this often to the teams I coach. Usually when they're resistant about how much I tell them to be ready to jump out because they're like it's more so like the new to comp mindset where they're like, well, why don't I just keep trying to kill them? But it's more
yeah.
like what are you going to like? The choice is either you risk dying and you have a chance of getting out, or you just die. That's more so my
Yeah.
my thought of it when it's this
My thought. Okay,
specific.
here's the
Also, in
thing as
this
well.
situation,
Mhm.
I pulled a monkey brain, and I'm like, yeah, I can kill that stamp. I'm an outlet. My monkey
Yeah,
brain.
well, that's why
Yeah,
I was saying I feel like it was kind of on us to just be like AJ go.
I was kind of thinking like, yeah, it would have been this would have played out differently if we had AJ. Um, the only thing is we shouldn't be swapping. I don't think AJ should be on the right at that's on
No,
default. Yeah,
it's definitely
no,
not
right.
even just like positioning for the because I mean we can't just be like I know there's an ultra stamp, but
Yep.
it's how me and B tried to engage it that was wrong,
Yeah.
and then
Hmm.
we just didn't like try to cover up or we didn't recover from that quickly enough
Hmm. The
because
other thing as well.
yeah.
Oh yeah, continue.
Well, I was gonna say because you
Um,
two could have
yeah,
just been like okay nope.
yeah. Okay.
Another thing I could have maybe done to prevent that situation, like the whole hammer thing,
Hmm.
is on hold on BDS. I go hold their island.
Hmm.
So maybe if I positioned up there with Nautilus, the Viper wouldn't have been able to drop over there in the first place.
That could
I
be
know
true.
he usually just wallbangs, right? I probably should have just let them have that. So
Hmm.
that might have also just been a positioning issue with my hand.
Mm. There is one thing as well. So you could be right. You could go right, sure. Wherever, whichever side you pick, I go the opposite side.
Mhm.
The only thing is that if I go left, that's cool and all, but then it means that if something happens on right, I can't really help that well. I basically dedicate myself to the left, and if they drop and rush left, I only have so much firepower. Whereas if I stay right, if someone drops left, you have enough mobility to fall back, and then I can throw shots at you. I think uh, keeping you on left as not is perfectly fine.
Okay.
I think both spots are fine because honestly, I tend to just sit along here because uh if I can, I go into their spawn, but it doesn't like people who say like, oh, you need to be in their spawn, you need to just go try to. It's like that's very idealistic because it's a very easy spot to defend. Like it's
Hmm.
good to pressure it, but I can only do so much when they clearly are like ready for it. So like
Hmm.
I'll just sit along here and I'll just kind of be like a snake and just slither back and forth because this entire spot is just like wall bang fever for me. Like I can hit all of this. I can even hit
Hmm.
like a little bit up here. Um, like all that's possible for me. So to me, I think as a whole we can be a little flexible. I like
Okay.
AJ up here. I think that's more so for like when we have a more confident hold. Because
Hmm.
I think they also like the backline can't do much to target AJ when they're here. They have to get two
Hmm.
people to drop. I don't know who would help AJ out in that situation. I think they could also just like fall down here and then just be
Yeah,
like, "All
I
right,
think
guys,
they.
I gotta jump."
Yeah, I think there's too much heat. If H is in that position and they know there's gonna be too much heat, it's fine. It's just abandon that territory. We got more.
Yeah, especially if you're here, it's like, all right, they start to drop, and B usually is like fighting down here too. So they're gonna drop
Hmm.
into B, and they're gonna drop into you, and then like for me, I'll try to call you if I'm like, oh shit, there's someone who got through me
Hmm.
because at the very least, it will help you guys prepare and respond. Because if someone is a strong enough presence here, and it's like here, 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 because we had to retreat this area specifically for a little bit.
Hmm.
Um, like, whoops, wrong thing. Like, this instantly becomes like a like I know it's just one person here, but you have to understand our fluidity is
Hmm.
instantly like it's cut off. We
Okay.
it looks like a ball sack, but like that's the thing. We become a ball sack. We're
Hmm.
like there's pressure here, and we're not gonna get out of that unless we instantly take them out, and
Yeah.
that's not always possible. Like
Hmm.
it's I don't want to say it's like we have to be cowards or we have to go fight them and know they're there instantly. I
Hmm.
just want everyone to be aware like this is the plan they're gonna execute most likely, and if we notice it, how can we react like in the moment? Because if we're prepared for someone to drop there and it's a weapon that you guys can 2v1, then yeah, 2v1 it. If it's someone you know you guys are going to have trouble fighting against, but you can do it, then maybe
Hmm.
just take a back angle, you go here and pence it. If it's someone that we have no shot against right here, unless we like dedicate a lot of resources, and then we have everyone else being ready to go here, abandon ship. It's just not worth it.
Hmm.
Like those, we have to be
Yeah.
ready to make those three responses.
Yeah. One quick thing. I want to see, from my POV, I want to see the Viper getting to their position. Basically, I just want to see how I was missing. Because this all could have been avoided if I just killed him. So I just want to see what I could have done. How I should adjust my aim. Oh no, the box is in the way. I couldn't have done it. Yeah. With the angle, with the position I chose, and the box being a thing,
Mm.
if I were to hit him directly, I would be hitting the box. So I could not have done it. It would have actually been impossible.
Here's my take: is in that situation, I think optimally you can go up here. Like when they're in Stamper, elevation is kind of your friend. Like I
Hmm.
know you might be like stamp throw. That shit's hard to hit. At most, they're gonna
Yeah.
splash
No, no, no.
damage you.
I'm not like yeah, that would have been the best place, but my plan was I thought I could hit the shot. I was playing as if I could hit the shot and I was gonna kill him. Once they popped the stamp, yeah, I'm not on the elevation, but I'm out of the stamp's path. That's good enough.
And who else is in the stamp path? The people that came to help you.
Yeah, but I can't really stop that.
But
Yeah, I think we talked about this situation enough.
oh
Point
yeah,
is, uh, we should have jumped out because we didn't have enough like a place to fall back to.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I think this escape route from snipe hopping over like that's a valid thing to do instead of jumping out, and it still just puts you here. Because jumping
Yeah,
out
it
like
does.
it takes so much like it's just a lot.
Yeah.
Versus
Honestly,
if
if
we
you
get
did
used
that
to that
escape
retreat.
route and I did get the call to jump out, I probably would have jumped to you instead of spawn then. Because I
Okay.
think that'd be a better jump.
Hmm. I could have done that. My thing was, well, if we're losing the hold, I want to squeeze out as many points as I can, which is really reckless.
Yeah, for
Probably
zones,
would have
I
been
think
better.
it's extremely not worth it to try to
Yeah.
like. Sometimes it is specifically for when you're trying to level the lead, but when it's like a full hold that you have, like
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize if you get the first cap and have a dominant first hold, uh, if it switches, you're instantly in like the other team's position because now you're fighting against them having no penalty, and
Yeah.
that screws a lot of teams over. Like they'll have a
Hmm.
great first minute, and then it flips and they're done. They've lost like
Hmm.
instantly, which it sucks. Like because to me, I don't think going up there is necessarily retreating. Like to me, sometimes I don't know. I call it like a tactical retreat in my head, or like a
Hmm. Yeah. No.
I was about to
Going
say
up there is not
reframing, but
retreating.
repositioning. You
Yeah.
know.
It's not retreating, repositioning, but I should have actually just retreated. I think I went, yeah, if I didn't have the idea of bite and hold as long as I could, uh, I would have just ran away and done what you suggested.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, but
fighting.
we talked about this enough for the most
Yeah.
part.
True, 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 true.
We're basically just saying the same thing over and over. Let's continue.
You get the jump, and they have their hold.
Yep.
I got a little too because I assumed things were further along than they were. I got one
Mm.
pick over here.
Yeah, so did I.
How did I need to see how B went down there because I'm confused on how that occurred. Okay, that's the danger I with engaging a crab sometimes.
Hmm.
Which
It could just
that's
kill you.
yeah, because that's part of why it needs to be either a teamwork or like a we're understanding that they're in that
Yeah.
situation and we're not necessarily even if we're not engaging in it, we're around it and we know like well at the very least if the time's being eaten up,
Hmm.
I'll paint around and claim space while they're not challenging me. I'll
Yeah.
be ready to jump on them once the crab is done.
The thing is, in this instance, I think it's fine. Like, it's fine that B died because we just back up, win that one fight, which we did, and then
Mhm.
just give him space and then collapse on him later, which is exactly what we're doing. We didn't
True.
kill him, but if jumping out is basically killing.
I get cocky here. There's the wiper again. I get pinched because I got cocky.
Mm,
And B also goes down to the. That's the thing. Right side, like it's quite quite volatile. Even when we have advantage. Uh,
Mm.
like the main thing I have on right side is that I can use fall off shots on people, but I always forget like it needs to be like I'm engaging with a full team or I'm engaging them with like a bit of pain advantage. And like here I
Hmm.
just rush into a place where I get pinced. I don't know
Quick thing.
the yeah.
Let's see how that happened, and let's just look at what we have that what we could have done to avoid that.
From my POV or just like
Top 10.
gotcha.
Because yeah, like right side is volatile, but we should be doing what we can to plug up any holes. So I want to
Yeah.
see if what holes we have that we can plug up.
So B jumps in. AJ is defending against the pen right now.
Hmm.
I want to kill this gal,
Hmm.
and I shouldn't be challenging it that hard, but I know I can like hit over pillow and have fun with that. Um, I don't fully realize that there's people that are gonna just drop left, which I should have an
We should have
understanding
realized it, to
of.
be honest. It happened previously in the game. We should expect it to happen again.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've noticed this team likes repeating the same type of thing
Hmm.
over and over again if we don't do something about it.
Yeah.
yeah. I
And
mean,
it's on us for not doing something about it.
and you can definitely see that with this guy.
Hmm.
Did I even drop the thing? Ah, my stupid whiteboard. Okay, cool. That's not working. Oh wait, now it is. Yeah, that guy.
Yep.
Okay.
It did the exact same thing. Except
Yeah.
this time they didn't have a stamp.
And they
So,
had no paint to work with.
yep.
Like
If I was
I
over on the, yeah, I think if I was over on the right, we could have dealt with that a lot easier. Okay, not on the right, but in zone. If I was in zone, I could have dealt with that a lot better. Instead, I was looking to the left because I think I wanted to kill Splash because I was worried about the crab. I just want to deny the crabs.
see to
Yeah,
me here the one thing I wonder about AJ on left is just like is the pen like threatening when you're over here because I feel like that's just one issue.
Yes, the pen is a laser. Like at least this player is. Like their pen is scary.
the pen is a deadly laser.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were very focused on being
it's like that
defensive with
pen was
that.
really good at getting me the moment I stopped looking at them.
Okay. If that's the case, then if the pen is that like dangerous to you, then I think we want you on right because then you have cover.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I propose a third option, a third
All right.
more terrible thing. Um,
Yep.
More sinister option. More evil.
like
Sorry.
like to me, I like here like this. I found not to like creep around this area to fuck me up like constantly because the thing is this snipe when you're here,
Hmm.
snipe is this perfect piece of cover that you can't even if you're a pen and you have god
Hmm.
aim, it's just hard to respect that because it's under you. Like you are up here. That's a bad color. Fuck, I deleted it. But like you are up here, and someone is under this like platform. You know how risky it is to try to do shots like that. Like you can have
Yeah, it's
someone
really
go down
risky.
there and chase them. Like that's if I'm playing with a pen that's like up here. Sometimes I drop through here, and I'm like, all right, let's get this person that's like ruining lives. But usually, because I'm a fucking brush, it's a knot, and they just pop out and kill me because I can't challenge through here. Like with knots, I
Hmm.
sometimes just have to go all the way around, if anything, and
Yeah.
that's risky still unless I have full team commitment. So like, I think just like here, like you have to use cover. Like it can feel scary because like short range weapons, especially like the buckets, the sword assholes, they can kind of drop down and do shit. But
Mhm.
like, you can also do shit to most of them because this is very easy for you to play around, and it's easier for
I
us to
can
maintain with everything else.
definitely try
Okay.
it. Like next time we play this, I just think versus this comp, I would be afraid of that gal. They're just gonna put a wall down somewhere, therefore I have to go one specific way, and then the pen could just get me.
Well, because again, if you're
Um.
here when we're the gal challenge is here, I'm also
Yes.
trying to challenge here because I'm stubborn. If both of us are here, do
Okay.
you think the gal just wins?
I, depends.
I mean, I know what you mean because, like, Jesus Christ, I love
It's a gal. It's
when
a
it's a zero
gal.
Oh,
shot.
okay. Yeah. No, no, no. If the gal is just there, but um, if you're anywhere else, I think it would still work fine if gal was there.
Yeah,
Uh, I could be more on like the where I am currently, a bit more forward. Uh, and basically just take your job
Mhm,
because yeah, I don't really like that place either because there's no cover, but
mhm,
I do have a shit ton of range, so I can work with that.
I
What
was
I
gonna say
can make,
that's the
yeah,
like when I try to flank here, the
yeah,
main thing is the pen that's either on snipe or the pen's fucking over here or like this. No, they're around here
mhm.
because they just fucking laser
yeah,
me, and I have very little cover for a long time when I try to drop
yeah.
I could be over there. I usually like to be around that like little bumper over there, which may be a bit too close.
here.
Yeah. Um,
Mm,
my main goal is to try to snipe people before they drop. And I think against
yeah,
this team, I think that is actually what I want to do because if I can snipe the crab before they pop grab, that is amazing.
yeah. Well, the only thing is like because I know like obviously like you don't just like your Metal Gear Solid enemy vision isn't just this obviously because you know like
Yeah.
I can't just look there. But that's kind
Hmm.
of the thing is like the second you scan here, like the fact that someone's here, that's the really only like that's the only thing the risk of you being on this bumper is like
Hmm.
you look away for a second because you might need to assist and then someone
Hmm.
comes which I don't think I'm not saying like that's a reason not to be over here, but it's something to keep in mind like that should inform how you're playing this.
Okay. Uh, yeah, okay. I'll see how things go
Yeah.
by being over in the spot that you suggested. Being like, I feel like that's okay. No, no, my instincts are telling me that's too far away though.
Oh, here, no, I'm not. I don't want you to go over there.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
definitely not
then
your
where
play
do you want me to
style.
go?
I again, I hate to say it because like this is becoming the theme with this map and me, but like I think as long as you're here, this whole
Oh yeah, that's
circle,
fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
be wherever you want
I
here.
can do
Like
that.
if you want to switch here, if you think like they're not doing anything here for a
Yeah.
long time, go for it because I think AJ being here and just knowing to watch stuff and being able to
Yeah.
back away when things are happening, that means
Okay.
easily flex over.
Yeah, the plan's perfectly fine. I can be in that position. If nothing's happening on one side, I can just go to the other side.
Yeah.
And if something does happen, I can reposition. It's perfectly fine. All right, I can try that.
And then, because like me and B, I think me, B, and AJ in any combination, we fight this easily because AJ and B can shut down all the straightaways. Me and B can pop out behind corners and get quick picks on people. Um,
Hmm.
I can hit over cover. Like we each have perfect tools for it. AJ has point sensors so we can find everyone. I have waves so we can find everyone. Even if you do squall cheese again, point sensor bombs to find people, make people move. Like we have options with everything we have there. So that's why I'm
Hmm.
like, as long as we have someone, because we don't need a Five Nights at Freddy's ass night guard here. We're fine.
Yeah.
Our our core strength is that we have you and AJ ready to snap at anyone who is getting frisky over here, but also
Hmm.
not so far in defense mode that this guy is able to punish you.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should probably end it there
Yeah.
and move on. We got our main point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry, I go into coach mode. It's lecture time.
Lecture time.
So now the wiper's doing the thing I do. Bitch. Sorry.
You're
Hmm.
good. But I mean, did anyone see that crab dance? Well, it's a trait, but nonetheless.
I might have missed
Hmm.
it.
Look
I
at
missed
look
it.
at it.
Rewinds. Let's see it. Sorry.
All right, let's see. Look at the
Let me
funny crab
go.
cancel.
I
Funny.
was just like,
Nice.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
So,
really know which side to prep because
yeah.
no one was really going right. So I was like, okay, if no one's going right, that means
I
we want to prep
mean,
left.
I think
However,
I
on
like
left,
at this
yeah,
paused moment, I just called right and then died to
mhm,
Gal.
So,
yeah,
here's what I was talking about when me and Esper are having confusion between the games on whether he should right for me. When I say I like to go
mhm,
right, is I like this because I can hit all of this basically. Well, that's a bit of an overstatement, but like I can hit this and punish it very easily, and that's my goal. Is I'm like I just want to sit here and like wail some
mhm.
shots down on people.
Okay.
Um,
If that's the
which
case,
yeah,
my prep job is getting people to the ground. Not yeah, that's what I want to do. Wherever I'm overwatching and painting, I want people to push. So if we're pushing left, we're pushing left, I want to go left. If you just want to stand on the grates and make it rain, I don't gotta look at that.
yeah. And the thing is, part of why I do that is we don't have any momentum to run with yet. Like
Yeah.
we're backed up against the wall, but the second one of them fizzles out, it's like okay, that's a fucking whole hill we can just roll down. Like we gain
Hmm.
momentum, we can start speeding up. Like I hate to like act like playing like a bitch is like the thing because to me it's not always playing like a bitch. Like you can stay out of people's reach. Well, no, that is playing like a bitch in my mind because being passive is different than that. Playing like a bitch is a very official analytical term, as you can see. Like
Hmm.
to me, being passive is like I sit back here and I just farm my cooler. I just want cooler so people can play the game for me. Versus
Me.
versus if if you come up here, and you're like, I want to paint over the specific spots that like A, my team wants to move through, and B, the spots that are gonna trap them or fuck them up. Because that to me, like that's actively painting. That's not passive. Like it's maybe passive positioning. It's being safe, but you're still actively engaging their hold, right?
Hmm.
Which what the rest of us do, that's I mean questionable. I think AJ and B have the hardest time here because their weapons need to have more direct engagement.
I also think that against their team, I should have given them more space. I shouldn't have been on the low ground in spawn. I should have been on the high ground.
Yeah,
Yeah. With that, it means that I'm not directly in danger if they decide to rush, and I can comfortably just shoot the shit out of them.
yeah, because that's my thing with like what you're saying about like getting like biting and not letting go is like I'm perfectly fine with that happening, but it doesn't have to be
Hmm.
while you're in danger necessarily. Like you can be a
Yeah.
little frisky with it and be in spots where it's like,
Hmm.
ooh, ooh, you could shoot
Yeah.
me, but I also am able to just back away because fuck you.
Hmm. Yeah. I just shouldn't have been on the low ground.
Although that cap was impressive, I will give you that.
Yeah, no. That was really lucky. I noticed that they weren't really at zone. I was like, why not? Also because we would lose if I didn't do that.
Yeah, I do believe this wiper is one of the people on that team that we scrammed that had the wiper not combo, or it was like
Okay.
roller not whatever. But
It was something.
I think they kind of know they know more about paintbrush than the average person. So
Hmm.
part of what they were doing, them and the gal, they knew to wall me because usually I can kind of slip through and just start painting zone. They didn't even let me
Hmm.
get that far. which
Mhm.
I think
Okay.
helped you get a little further because usually you kind of want to try to hit the painter so they don't have a chance.
Hmm.
But I think they knew like, wait a minute, Damp is a bit of a dark horse painter, so let's make sure we get rid of the paintbrush because what is the sniper rider gonna fight when it's up
Yeah.
close? And then you did it. Yeah, definitely there because like having to move so
Yeah. No. No. No.
much.
No, no, no. When I was running away like that, I should have went up to the high ground then. Then I would
I
have been
mean,
just fine.
even then, because like if you're going up the ramp when the gal's already here and has whale on you, it's still not safe. Like
No, I meant like spawn high ground,
you can't go.
not ramp. Like just into. I was nearby, the wall where I can go to high ground.
There's a wall that goes to high ground.
Yeah, there is. Uh,
Where? Oh my god!
you never
Holy
knew
shit!
about
You
that because
didn't
you
know
never
that was
needed to go there.
paintable?
No.
That's been paintable. Like you literally called out that you like saw it was paintable before. Did you like see it,
Have I?
acknowledge it, then forget again? Forget
Have I
again.
done that? For
Yes,
real?
you literally said like, "Oh, I didn't know that wall was paintable when we were playing in like open or something."
Well, now now
I've
they know.
probably forgotten it again, and I can't forget now.
Oh,
Because if I forget again, then it's like it's kind of Jover for me.
third time's the charm.
Well,
Oh God.
either way, my point is, I was nearby that wall. I should have ran up that wall
Yeah,
instead of going to that place.
just like how you
And then
could have
here,
jumped
yeah,
up here,
I
etc.
died 3 times in a row because I just got run down.
Yep.
And the last reason was actually I'm not gonna blame myself for that one because we were at a time crunch. If I stopped to fight, I would have wasted time.
Yeah,
So it would have been better to assume there's no one there and push up because if I don't assume that, then if there is someone there, I lose. If there's no one there, I could win. So I'm better to just assume no one's there and go the path that might lead to victory. So if I'm wrong, I lose anyways. It's fine.
yeah. I also think you could have, which might also just apply to what you said, but like if you just went through snipe and was just like, all right, time to pew 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 pew,
Yeah, that's true. I should have done that instead.
because like that's a risk worth taking.
Yeah. Uh, what was it? But the other times I died, I think my problem there was I should have been on the high ground so that if they pushed me, it would have been fine. And I should have. I need to revise my path of escape or my
All right.
escape route, I guess. So doing those two will help me get run down less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
But I think that's about it. I don't have anything more to say. That's I got what I wanted from that.
yeah. I think that's good, and I did record all this, so I'll upload it.
Hmm. We also clarified what Damp was talking about yesterday with drop being on right or left. I think by default we should be on left. We should have AJ on rather no, no, no. By default our push path should be through left unless it's revised unless like we make an adaptation in the middle of the game. But I don't think I need to be on the right in that revision because it seems like Damp is able to prepare it for themselves just fine. And if Damp's able to prepare it from themselves, AJ should be able to build on that foundation.
It's more so like I can get rid of the immediate threats that like because AJ can't deal with immediate threats, which is again why I suggested
Hmm.
their position against the pen because you can't deal with what's right under there, either of you.
Yeah.
But what's further out, that's definitely where I worry. And
Hmm.
it depends because there's some threats that AJ can't handle. Like there are certain things that will just outrange us there and sit there waiting, or they'll use like it could be a range, it could be another pen.
Hmm.
Those are the situations where we would need you to prepare. But again,
Yeah.
that's we know how to have that flexibility now. I think better.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I think that should be it for today. I'm gonna head
Yeah.
out now. See
GG's.
y'all. Jeez.
GG.